Okay, Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4, guys, the DLCs. The big question which I know that a lot of you guys are asking yourself, am I literally going to be stinking poor after buying all the DLC content which is inevitably going to come to Budokai Tenkaichi right now? We have some stuff reference, and the community is really excited about this. Like, there's people actually posting like videos of Budokai Tenkaichi from like the past, and it just shows that the combat is still so good. The combat is really good, it's really fluid, and even so many years afterwards, even so many years after the release of the last one, the game still holds up in terms of combat. Of course, graphics not that much, but it was a PlayStation 2 game, right? So it makes sense. But one question that many people are asking themselves is effectively the first question, is how many DLCs they're going to be releasing, what's going to be the actual volume of it. Are we gonna like have to pay like non-stop every couple of months for characters? And to have like a reference on this, we have to look at a previous project, which was Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, Xenoverse 2, even now, it's continuously releasing DLC content. The game was released in November 2016, as you can see there. North America October, Europe October as well. And then after that, guess what? I mean, if you go here to the DLC characters, we have a super massive list. I mean, just look at this. We have Android 13, Android 17, 21, Baby, Bojack, alright? We have here the Extra Pack, the Ultra Pack, the Super Pack, Broly Dragon Ball Super, Kaba, alright? Super Pack 1, Legendary Pack, Caulifla, as you can see here. DLC Pack 11, Extra Pack, I mean, Cotton City Vote Pack, Dispo, Super Pack, Extra Pack. I mean, there's literally just so many packs here called like Hero of Justice Pack, it's just crazy. I think some of these obviously were like, pre-order bonuses and other stuff, which makes sense. But the vast majority, guys, and the list, as you can see, is freaking expensive. The list just keeps going on and on and on, alright? It just goes crazy. Look at this. Then we have updated variations, where I guess this is also, some sort of DLC. I'm not really 100% sure because I don't play much of Xenoverse 2. But it just shows here that already we had, let's just add this up because this is quite a big number. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have go down here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, I guess. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Guys, 43 characters, most likely. I mean, maybe I'm missing some, no idea. But the list is massive, right? So, what I believe the way they're going to play this in Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is that most likely they will release the majority of the Z characters, some of the super characters, and then we will be flooded with a huge amount of DLCs for GT, for Dragon Ball Origins, as in the original OG, right? For obviously more Z characters, the movie characters, the movie characters is just gonna be crazy because Tenkaichi was all about bringing together like characters from the movies, characters from the anime, characters from the spin-offs, obviously. And then we have obviously GT, we have Super as well. We have the new Super movies, we have the OVAs. It's just so much, guys. It just blows my mind, right, in terms of like the content. If you think about that, the cost of actually buying all the DLC characters in the game could amount to literally maybe more than $150 in total, just to be able to pay for all the characters. And this is a big problem for some people. As a YouTuber who focuses on I'm focusing my channel, of course, on Dragon Ball per se, and anime games and Dragon Ball content. For Budokai Tenkaichi 4, when I obviously buy the game, I'm gonna buy every single DLC because I'm gonna review it on the channel, I'm gonna talk about it on the channel, I'm gonna make analysis of the comment moves and everything. So a lot of work is going to go into effectively making the videos and analyzing the DLC character. But for some of you guys who obviously don't make like YouTube and don't use it as some sort of like small source of income or something, then effectively you will effectively have to spend so much money on this. And this is what I believe is going to put off a lot of people, because the community, at the end of the day, this is what happens when the community is effectively buying, because everyone wants their new Dragon Ball game. Everyone wants the new character. Everyone wants to have them, right? And because it's like small amounts, it's just like small pieces of a couple of dollars, like $5, $10. I mean, this is perfect here, right? Everybody thinking Budokai Tenkaichi 4 will have more characters than 3. Obviously, that's not gonna happen, guys. That's never gonna happen. I mean, come on, let's be honest. You know that that's just not gonna be right. That's not gonna be the case. So I'm really hoping that effectively people understand that, you know, go into this with an open mind, because Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is going to be quite expensive at the end of the day once you get effectively the DLCs. And I mean, it's just normal, especially for Xenoverse 2. I mean, Xenoverse 2 has been on the market for such a long time, and you know, it's almost like it's time to move away from it. I'm not even move away, it's time to like obviously make room for the next big thing of Dragon Ball, because you know, by end of this year it would already be like 7 years since release. So obviously, you know, they want to make sure they change the game to a new game and obviously make people engaged in this side, especially like the new console, the new generation consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. They really need a next gen game, but like a next gen game to give us proper graphics, proper combat, and kind of justify people obviously like, you know, playing something else, because people just get used to these games. And many people who started with Xenoverse 2 and they play Xenoverse 2 for years and years, they're dropping it after a while because it's just normal. People just get bored of it after a while. Even if you play it for a bit or something, it's not that enticing, right? Which just makes sense. But that's really it, guys. So the DLCs are going to be massive, and especially because between now and when the game is releasing, if the game is releasing at the end of this year or early next year, there's going to be obviously more character transformations in the manga, in the anime. I mean, they have to cover so much from the actual Super, which is, again, it's a good opportunity. I mean, this is the perfect example here. Me realizing Budokai Tenkaichi 4 may be stripped of content just so it could be sold as a bunch of DLC by Bandai Namco. That's right. I mean, we all know this is gonna happen. We all know this is exactly what's gonna happen, guys. Be prepared, be mentally prepared, because it's gonna go down quite hard. Budokai Tenkaichi 4 will be an expensive game, and it shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that. They should really be doing is effectively, yes, they're obviously going to release season packs, common sense, but like in the actual season packs, they should gonna give us like quite decent content, as in a good amount of content. So I'm hoping that that's gonna be the case. But right now, guys, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. It could go quite wrong. I mean, am I complaining about this? I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying is that get ready to be wrecked, because your wallet is going to suffer substantially in the DLCs. And this is just the way to understand and remember that this is how they do business these days. Back in the day, when Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3 and 1 were released, DLC did not exist as a concept on the PlayStation 2. They would churn in and put in all the effort, all of the characters. In the bright side, you can obviously argue that maybe the game is going to come in earlier. Maybe the game is going to release earlier because they don't have to kind of put all the characters on day one. They can release maybe like only like 50% of the characters, and then people will still play it and have fun with it, right? So guys, that's it for today's video on the Budokai Tenkaichi story. Not gonna lie, I'm still super excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to play this game, and I cannot wait to obviously try the DLCs. But remember and be advised that yeah, it's gonna be quite crazy. It's gonna be quite dangerous, and in terms of the money being spent, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money. So they're gonna abuse you quite a lot. They're gonna abuse your wallet substantially, because that's why Bandai Namco does. They like to abuse your wallet, and they just love to basically sell DLC after DLC after DLC. And because we're at fault, because people usually buy it. People don't like boycott it, because everyone wants the next DLC. Everyone wants to have the character, but then everyone complains about the DLC. So it's like a never-ending circle, whereas people are complaining about DLCs and they say they don't have money, but then when it comes out, they try everything possible to get the DLC. So they're not alone against their friends. So they can tell their friends, oh yeah, I play the character, I have the character, I got a DLC, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like same level as you guys. So yeah, I mean, it comes with pros and cons, and this is exactly what's gonna happen with the Budokai Tenkaichi 4. It's gonna be riddled with so many DLCs, you will forget even how many came out after just a year or two. But guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next one.